1941, a very hot Vaishakhi day in Shantiniketan, and it was Rabindranath's 80th birthday. Gurudev was not well, and preparations were going on to move him to Kolkata for his last journey. No one was sure if he would be able to take part in his birthday celebrations. But in the end, he did. He wrote his last speech, bidding goodbye to the world. It was a time when everything around him seemed to be falling apart, both in his country of India, fighting for its independence from the British rule, and the world at the height of the Second World War. He looked back on his own life and tried to come to terms with the profound tragedy that had overtaken the hopefulness of his youth. He felt disillusioned and betrayed to discover that whenever there arose questions of national interest, how easily the Western world would disown the highest truth of civilization that they themselves accepted and preached to the rest of the world. The first testament of Rabindranath, Crisis and Civilization, was written out of his pain, but still holding on to his faith in mankind.
Today I complete 80 years of my life. As I look back on the vast stretch of years that lie behind me and see in clear perspective the change of my early development, I am struck by the change that has taken place both in my own attitude and in my psychology of my countrymen. A change that carries within it a cause of profound tragedy. It is the mission of civilization to bring unity among people and establish peace and harmony. But in unfortunate India, the social fabric is being rent into shreds by unseemly outbursts of hooliganisms, daily growing in intensity, right under the very aegis of law and order. In India, so long as no personal injury inflicted upon any member of the ruling race, this barbarism seems to be assured of perpetuity, making us ashamed to live under such an administration. The spirit of violence, which perhaps lay dormant in the psychology of the West, has at last roused itself and secretes the spirit of man. The wheels of fate will someday compel the English to give up their Indian empire. But what kind of India will they leave behind? What stark misery? When the stream of their centuries' administration runs dry at last, what a waste, mud and filth they will leave behind them. I had at one time believed that the springs of civilization would issue out of the hurt of the West. But today, when I am about to quit the world, that faith has gone bankrupt altogether. As I look around, I see the crumbling ruins of round, proud civilization strewn like a vast heap of futility. And yet, I shall not commit the grievous sin of losing faith in man. I'd rather look forward to the opening of a new chapter in his history. After the cataclysm is over, and the atmosphere rendered clean with spirit of service and sacrifice, perhaps that dawn will come from this horizon, from the east, where the sun rises. A day will come when unvanquished man will retrace his path of conquest despite all barriers to win back his lost human heritage.
पातशाही दसवीं कव्यवाच बेनती चौपाई हमरे करो हाथ दे रक्षा पूर्ण होए चित्त की इच्छा चरण मन लगे हमारा अपना जान करो प्रतिपाला हमरे दुष्ट सब तुम काबू आप हाथ दे मोहे बचाओ सुखी बसे मोरो परिवारा सेवक सिख सब करतारा और छानिज कर दे करे सब बैरन को आज संगर पूर्ण होए हमारी आशा
Allah the Great One comes, sending shivers across the dust of the earth. In the heavens, the trumpet. In the world of man, the drums of victory are beaten. The hour has arrived for the great birth. Today, the gates of night's fortress crumble into the dust. On the crest of awakening dawn, assurance of new life proclaims. Fear not! The great sky resounds with peals of victory to the coming of man.
Я включил. Ничего страшного. Но потом забыл. А, все понятно. Проблема в том, я